Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a topic that gets a lot of buzz online. Self-click earning websites. You've probably seen the ads or heard the promises earn money from home on your own schedule just by clicking on ads or completing simple tasks. It sounds almost too good to be true, right? So, what's the real story? Let's break it down together. First, let's define what we're talking about. These platforms, often called pay-to-click or PTC sites, pay you a tiny amount of money for viewing advertisements. The idea is simple. Advertisers pay the website to show their ads, and the website shares a fraction of that revenue with you, the viewer. Other sites might ask you to complete micro-tasks like filling out surveys, watching short videos, or signing up for newsletters. The appeal is obvious. Seat requires no special skills, and you can do it whenever you have a few spare minutes. So, how do you get started? The process is usually straightforward. You sign up for free on one of these websites, and your dashboard will immediately show a list of available ads or tasks. You click on an ad. Wait for a timer to count down, usually between 5 and 30 seconds, and then solve a simple CAPTCHA to prove you're human. Once that's done, a small amount of money, we're talking fractions of a cent, gets credited to your account. You do this over and over, and your balance slowly builds up. It's a numbers game, really. Now for the big question. Can you actually make real money with this? Let's be realistic. The earnings per click are extremely low. You might earn something like 1/10 of a cent for each ad you view. If you do the math, you'd need to click on 1,000 ads just to make $1. If each ad takes 15 seconds, that's over 4 hours of non-stop clicking for just a single dollar. So, if you're thinking of this as a replacement for a full-time job, you'll need to adjust your expectations. It's more in the realm of earning a little extra pocket change, maybe enough to buy a coffee at the end of the month. Many of these sites also have a minimum payout threshold. This means you can't withdraw your earnings until you reach a certain amount, say $5 or $10. Reaching that threshold can take a very long time if you're just clicking on your own. This is where referral systems come in. Most PTC sites strongly encourage you to bring in other people. You get a commission based on the clicks your referrals make. Building a large and active network of referrals is often presented as the only way to make a more significant income on these platforms. However, there's another side to this referral system: rented referrals. Some platforms allow you to rent referrals for a monthly fee. The idea is that these rented referrals will click and earn money for you, generating a profit over what you paid to rent them. This can be very risky. There's no guarantee that your rented referrals will be active, and many users report that they end up losing money on this feature. It adds a layer of complexity and financial risk that you need to be very careful with. Now, let's talk about how to navigate this space more safely and effectively. If you decide to try it, first and foremost, do your research. Before signing up for any site, search for recent reviews. Look for payment proofs from other users. Are people actually getting paid? Check out forums and communities where people discuss these sites. Established platforms that have been around for years are generally a safer bet than brand new ones that pop up overnight. Be very wary of sites that promise ridiculously high earnings. That's a classic red flag. Another crucial tip: never, ever pay to join. Legitimate PTC or micro-task sites should be free to sign up for. If a site asks for a membership fee or requires you to buy an expensive starter pack just to begin earning, it's best to walk away. The whole point is for you to earn money, not spend it. Also, be careful with your personal information. Use a separate email address created just for these sites to avoid spam in your primary inbox, and use strong, unique passwords for every site. Let's explore some of the different types of tasks you might encounter beyond just clicking ads. Online surveys are a popular one. Companies are always looking for consumer opinions, and they'll pay for your time. The key here is to be consistent and honest with your answers. Survey sites often have screening questions to make sure you fit the demographic they're looking for. Getting disqualified can be frustrating, but it's part of the process. The more complete your profile is, the more likely you are to be matched with relevant surveys. Then there are micro-task platforms. These are a step up from simple ad clicking. You might be asked to categorize images, transcribe short audio clips, or verify that the paper task is still small, but it's generally higher than what you get from PTC ads, and the work can be a bit more engaging. Sites like Amazon Mechanical Turk or Clickworker are well-known examples. The key to success here is building a good reputation by submitting high-quality work. As your rating improves, you'll get access to better-paying tasks. So, what's the bottom line? Can self-click and micro-task websites be a source of income? Yes, but a very modest one. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. Think of it as a way to monetize your downtime, the minutes you spend waiting in line, commuting on the bus, or watching television. It can be a slow, repetitive grind. Success, such as it is, requires patience, consistency, and realistic expectations. It's also important to manage your time effectively. Set a specific time limit for these activities each day. Maybe 15 to 30 minutes while you have your morning coffee. Track your earnings versus the time you've invested to see if it is truly worth it for you. For those who are in a tough financial situation or are looking for ways to support themselves, please remember that there are many different paths to explore. Online freelancing. Learning a digital skill like graphic design, writing, or coding can open up doors to much higher paying opportunities in the long run. These require an upfront investment of time and effort to learn, but the payoff can be like, if you're feeling overwhelmed by financial stress or any other challenges, please know that help is available. Talking to a financial advisor can provide clarity, and organizations like the National Foundation for Credit Counseling offer free or low-cost services. Your mental well-being is the most important thing, and there are resources and people who want to support you. Don't hesitate to reach out for help. In conclusion, self-click earning websites exist in a gray area. They aren't all outright scams, but the earning potential is often far lower than what is advertised. Approach them with a healthy dose of skepticism and a clear understanding of the time investment required. Use them as a small supplement, not a primary financial strategy. Be smart, be safe, and always prioritize your time and energy on things that give you the best return. What are your experiences with these kinds of websites? Have you found any that are actually worthwhile? Share your thoughts and any tips you might have in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks so much for watching today. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more content like this. Stay safe online, and I'll see you in the next one.